Alright guys, to start off, we're going to be using a length of 24 inches, 20, 18, 15 and 13 inches of our 2-inch crinoline. So we're working with our 2-inch crinoline. So now this first one that I'm folding is the one of the 13 inches, which is the smallest of them in size. So all we're going to be doing is to form the gathers just like we usually do. And then what you're going to do next is to pull your thread and then roll it up a little bit like once or twice. And after you're done doing that, you tack it and knot it. By the way, guys, this is my Sobe and you're welcome to my channel. It is great seeing you. If this is your first time joining us, please ensure to subscribe and you will see more videos and more ads and more things concerning how to make fascinators. Now, you're not just going to stop there. I'm going to go ahead and fold it into two halves and then tack it so that it's going to take this shape, because this is how we want this particular one to stand, which is the smallest and which is that of the 13 inches in length. And yeah, tack it and make sure it's firmly held together, and then you can go ahead and cut off the excess thread remaining. So you're going to keep that aside, and the next one you're going to pick is the second to the smallest, which is the 18 inches in length. Now we're also going to be repeating almost the same thing, but not exactly the same thing. So in this 15 inches, all we're going to do is to form our gathers, roll it once or twice, and then you knot it. Now we're going to be repeating this process for the rest of the remaining crinoline. Now let us note that the only one you're going to be folding into two equal halves is the smallest, which is that of the 13 inches. The rest you're only going to form a gathers and then you keep it aside. So now we have the 13 inches, the 15 inches, the 18 and the rest of them. All five of them have been, you know, formed like a bow and they are ready to go. Now the next thing we're going to do is to pick the one of the 25 inches. That is the first one, the biggest of them all, and then you're going to pile them according to their size, starting from the biggest. You keep piling them and using your needle and thread to tack them into that same line, and you're going to stop at the one of the 15 inches. You're not going to take that smallest one. All you have to do is to pile those other ones together, those other ones that are like bow, tie them up together and make sure that they are well layered. You understand what I mean? Layer them properly and make sure that they are facing each other in the right size and right position, just like you're seeing me do here. Then the next thing you're going to do is to tack them all together and make sure that you're holding them all in place. Just take your time, tack it, and make sure that you're holding everything in place. And once you're done tacking, the next thing you're going to do is to pick the last one, which is the smallest one, which is also the 13 inches. So you're now going to tack it together. So the aim is tack those other ones together first so that it will be thin before you put the smallest one on top of it. So guys, if this is the first time you're bumping into this channel, I'm pretty sure I've already said this before. Please ensure that you tap on the subscribe button. And guys, you're welcome to the channel. You're welcome to this channel. This is a place where you see a whole lot of designs on fascinators, hat making, and all the rest of that. Anytime you want to make your hat, anytime you want to make your fascinator, just come to this channel first of all, and you'll see it. Okay, so once you're done tacking all of them together, make sure you secure. I beg guys, secure properly. Secure. I'm not gonna stress this enough. Try your best to secure, because you don't want a job that when you're done and then your client will say it's losing somewhere here, it's losing somewhere there. So just secure it properly. 3 times to 4 or 5 times, it's perfect for me. So once you're done securing, you've already formed the design that will be on top of your fascinator, and this is what it's going to be looking. Next, we're bringing in our headband, yes, our Alice band. So if you want, you can just place it on the headband like this. Fine, but this particular client said that she wants it with a veil net. So I have a veil net ready. By the way, the color of this one I'm working, it's off-white or cream color. So everything I bought is off-white or cream color. So our veil net is 20 inches in length. And next thing we are going to be doing is to pick our needle and thread, and we start tacking from almost halfway. You know, not the hole that is big. Just find the way where you can pass your needle and it's going to be fair. Just look for it and then you start tacking from halfway of the width of the velvet, and then start forming your gathers from the right hand side down to the left hand side. Just keep watching and you will understand. So now, guys, once you get to the end of it, just repeat the same process. Look for that hole, pass it through, and then pull your thread so that the next thing you're going to see is that your velvet has already formed to fit the face of the client that is going to hold it down. Make sure you fasten it and knot it properly. To just go around it like 1 or 2 times and knot it down. And please do not cut off the needle and thread, because that same needle and thread is what you're going to use to fasten it down to your Alice band. So all I'm doing here is to ensure that I really got the points that I needed. Next, I'm putting it on top of my Alice band by the side of it, because this design, the Alice band is not going to be the velvet, and the design is not going to be sitting in the middle. So I'm actually putting it by the side. And all I'm doing now is to make sure that I tack it down properly on on the Alice band. So you gather it a little bit when it comes to the edge of your velvet. Gather it a little bit and then you tack it down. Repeat the same process for the other side of the the velvet too. So all I'm doing now is to gather it a little bit, so it's not going to look like it's not in the same proportion. So I gather a little bit and then I tack it down. So everything I'm doing basically is to make sure that it's properly secured and it's properly sitting on this band. And as you can see, anytime you're trying to put a velvet on your Alice band, make sure it's popping directly out so that the forehead of your client can have a place for it to sit, just like you can see here. So now the next thing we're going to do is to glue it down. I'm not going to be showing this in the video. I've done it several times in my video. So I've already glued it down and this is how it's going to be sitting. Next thing you're going to do is find your feathers that you use and decorate it. So now this particular feather, this is how it comes. But I'm not going to be putting it exactly the way the feather came. I'm cutting off the tip that has a fabric on it. And then I'm going to be peeling on one side of the feather. I mean, if you want to put yours like this, that's fine. But I felt that the feather was too fat, or there was a particular look I wanted the feather to look, and this is the only way I could think of, and the only way I wanted it to look. So I trimmed off one side of the feather, just like you're seeing, and that's it. I'm going to be repeating it on the next one, and this is it. So this is it. So now to put the feather on the fascinator that I just made, I'll be working with my hot glue. Put a little hot glue on the tip of the feather and find a place and just put that thing there. Find a place and put it wherever you feel comfortable with, wherever you feel, okay, I like it this place. Just find a place and put the feather. Is you mustn't necessarily just put only 2 feathers, just like I did. If you want to go ahead and put 3, 4, 5, that's fine. If you feel it's going to be beautiful. But for me, I didn't want too much for this particular design. And besides, the picture she showed me, it was just 2 feathers. So I worked with what I was seeing in that particular picture. So you're going to hold it down a little bit and allow it to dry, and voila, your fascinator is ready. Now, the area I'm pointing out, if you really look very well, you'll be seeing the thread that we used in tacking now. So all those feathers lying around, all I did was to put a little bit of glue and I used those feathers, cover it. It gave it a different design. It made it look beautiful too. Yeah, I must say. So just add it there. If you still feel like adding any other thing, applique, whatever you feel like adding to your own fascinator, why not? Go ahead. Just go ahead and explore, and you would love it. I mean, it came out pretty beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys to not after gluing down the crinoline on the Alice bag, I still went ahead to tack it somewhere. Guys, if you love this, please give it a thumbs up and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Ciao, ciao.